Yo, what's up? This is in response to some of the comments I've had on some of my Season of Discovery videos, asking me about talents and my gear setup. So I will say that the talent points are a little different from, I guess, the normal enhanced talent build on non-Season of Discovery realms. Normally, you would go into Resto to get the 3% hit rating, but since there's so much hit rating in the game and Season of Discovery, I decided to go Elemental instead. So it's enhance/elemental build. And my PvP talents are just a little bit different than the PvE talents. Wait, where do all my world buffs go? I swear I had world buffs. Oh no, I unbooned and died. Never mind. So this is gonna be my PvP build. The first thing I'll say is if you're not gonna use a two-hander, you can put this point somewhere else. But just go 5 shield specialization. 5% of your base mana is not even enough to do an extra Earth Shock, so I don't ever see the point in going. Even if you don't use a shield, the little bit of mana from this is not very much. Then for PvP, you want to go Guardian Totems, and for raiding, you'll put these two into Enhancing Totems, and then 5 out of 5 there, and then improve Ghost Wolf for PvP, but for raids, you'll go Lightning Shield. And if you're tanking, you'll probably go Anticipation. Improve weapon totems. If you don't ever cast Wind Fury Totem, I guess you don't really need that, but it's kind of mandatory. Then, yeah. I mean, I think this is all self-explanatory. I think everybody is wanting to know what I do with the extra talent points. Which, like I said, normally you would go 3% hit rating and Totemic Mastery, probably improve Reincarnate, yeah. But I go Elemental, Concussion. This is PvP, so Concussion, Elemental Warding. I get this for the Earthbind Totem radius increase. It's only 2 yards, but I guess in a Warsong Gulch situation, chasing down a flag carrier, that 2 yards comes in handy. So, and then Reverberation, Elemental Focus, just for the little bit of extra mana when you PvP, and then Elemental Devastation. But yeah, this is my PvP talents. And then PvE talents. I have one less in reverberation. I go 2 into there. They're pretty similar. Let's see, I have 1 extra point in here for the lightning shield and 2-hander. I have been dual wielding, but I don't really look at the best in slot list on. I just kind of play the game however I want to play. It looks like 2-hander is best in slot for enhanced DPS, so I guess maybe more people will actually be running this. But for PvP, I found that 2-handers are good versus some classes, but dual wielding is good for like other classes, so it's kind of whatever you want to play. Yeah, that's kind of how I play the game as well. Is I'm playing it more how I want to play, not really what's best in slot. So but yeah, these are pretty much the same, except for improved Ghost Wolf goes into there, and the enhancing totems, and the extra talent point I use from reverberation. So that's that. My gear setup. This is my raid gear, which is probably not optimal. My trinket sucks. Still have this trinket that's not very good. Oh, just follow the Cursed Forge guide, or not the Cursed Forge, the Wowhead guide on the gearing setup. If you don't know what you're doing, like I said, I just kind of play the game how I want to play. Like this belt was like nostalgic for me, so that's the reason why I'm using it. But I think Belt of the 10 Storms is a little bit better. I don't know, I kind of glanced at it the other day just to kind of see, just to kind of compare it to what I'm using. But I do enjoy using this Dark Moon card Torment when I PvP. But this 3-second stun really does help kill people. So this is the PvP setup. Just a full general set. And the off pieces is kind of whatever you want. I would run just the full PvP set for the set bonuses and the stamina, even if you're not rank 13 or whatever. I went and bought this increased attack power bonus with your Wind Fury weapon attacks by 68. It seems pretty good, so that's what I'm rocking as a totem. I use a weapon chain whenever I PvP, just so I don't get disarmed. Yeah. Pretty basic stuff, I'd say. And then for people asking about my runes, I have this add-on right here. It shows all my runes that I'm using currently. So with a 2-hander, I would go Lava Burst. I use Riptide, but it really doesn't heal very much, so truly not that good. And then since I'm an orc and when I use a two-handed axe, I just do fire specialization and nature specialization for the extra hit rating. And the wrist, I mean, Riptide really sucks as an enhancement since you don't have any plus healing. I would probably use Overcharged, just so you don't have to rebuff Lightning Shield and waste a global. Or mana. It's 370 mana. So I guess Overcharge would probably be like the next best thing. This would be what I run for two-handed for my runes. This add-on is called Engraver. I do like it because you can just go up here and click on any of them. I don't even mess with this collections list. And if you're ever wondering about my rotation, it's going to be this window to the left of my damage done. Everything's so situational. There's not like one set rotation you do as a shaman. Pretty much, depending on the class, is going to be dependent on your rotation. If you're running at a priest, your first global is going to be Trimmer, and your next global is going to be Purge. Same with a warlock, and you're going to want to try to grounding the death coil. So you're going to want to probably do a couple globals, 2 or 3 globals, and then they're going to probably death coil you because like once you're actually on them, and then just pop that grounding totem down. Probably not going to be their first global, but they'll use it pretty early. So, and then if a paladin's running at you, their first global is going to be Hodge. So just use grounding as your first global. Oh, dude, I love grounding Hodges. I did a Wrathy Basin, and I did 5 groundings, and I grounded Hammer of Justice on all 5 groundings, like in a row. It was beautiful. Let's see. If you're going against a mage, you may want to not just throw your grounding down and wait for them to cast Polymorph. If your Earthshock's on cooldown, then you can grounding. But you want to Earthshock the first Polymorph, grounding the second Polymorph, and then you should be able to Earthshock the third Polymorph. And then after that, they'll get the 4th Polymorph off, but they're typically dead by then, or panicking real hard. So grenades are huge. You can use iron grenades, but the extra damage from thorium grenades might actually help a lot. So feral spirits are huge. Your first global with a rogue is gonna be Flame Shock, in case it vanish right away. You're gonna Flame Shock, Earthbond, and just keep Flame Shock on them. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You're gonna Flame Shock, Poison Cleanse Totem. This is your first 2 globals versus a rogue. Warriors, you want to put Trimmer down. I pretty much, when I PvP, I don't even worry about putting Strength of Earth Totem down. if I'm putting any totems down when I PvP, it's gonna be Trimmer, Poison Cleanse, maybe a Frost Resistance, and then Grounding. Or if a warrior's in my group, I put down Wind Fury. And then do grounding. So, yeah, hopefully that helps. Hopefully that helps the people that have been asking in my comment section. I'm gonna end the stream and then switch over to hardcore. So I'll be right back.